Hello there. The President of the EU Council, Donald Tusk, and the EU Parliament Brexit co-ordinator, Guy Verhofstadt, have waded into the UK anti-Brexit debate. In a move that will get up the nostrils of Brexiteers, Guy Verhofstadt and Donald Tusk are doing their very best to try and influence the UK Brexit debate. Donald Tusk is claiming that the Brexit debate only really started after the 2016 referendum and that it now had a 20 to 30% chance of being reversed, while Guy Verhofstadt has come over to the UK to join with the Lib Dem leader Vince Cable to actively campaign for Brexit to be reversed. The Guardian reports Donald Tusk telling a Polish newspaper, "A real debate about the consequences of Brexit wasn't had during the referendum campaign, but only after the vote. Today the result would probably look different. Paradoxically, Brexit awoke in Great Britain a pro-European movement." Once again, like all Eurocrats, he calls it a pro-European movement, not a pro-EU movement. No one's anti-Europe. We love the continent of Europe and all the people who live in it, but the majority in the UK want to leave the European Union and stop it meddling in our affairs. Now, I have to say that I have not seen anything of this mythical pro-EU movement, if that's what he meant. Or maybe he can't take the risk of claiming the majority in the UK is now pro-EU, knowing full well that it is probably a lie. Anyway, Tusk also said, "From month to month, it is becoming increasingly clear that the UK's exit from the EU will look completely different than the Brexit that was promoted." And he added, "I see no reason to capitulate." The first thing I have to say is that the EU we voted to leave in mid-2016 is completely different to the EU we see today. We now see an EU with much more open ambitions of forming a federal superstate that wants fiscal and monetary control over its member states, as well as legal supremacy in all areas of life and the ability to control its country's armed and security forces in a manner that creates a single EU military structure. I do not believe that any more than a very small proportion of UK voters ever wanted to be involved in that little enterprise. And as to the Tusk reference to not capitulating, it's not his political battle. And just to ram home the vision Eurocrats have for a united superstate Europe, the Evening Standard reports that Guy Verhofstadt has gone on the campaign trail in London with Vince Cable and his Lib Dems, saying, "Looking forward to campaigning for a united Europe with our sister party, the Lib Dems and Vince Cable." Now remember that Verhofstadt was the guy who lost it in the EU Parliament when he demanded that member states handed over more power to the EU. He said angrily in that now infamous video circulating social media that, "We all know that the only way out of this crisis is a new transfer of powers to the European Union and to the European institutions." There we go again with the misleading use of the word European and not the accurate EU. I also have to say that as far as I'm concerned, it is the previous transfers of powers out of the hands of nation states and their peoples and into the hands of Brussels Eurocrats that gave us all these problems in the first place. And here he is over here in the UK trying to push not only for Brexit to be reversed, but also for the UK to hand over the keys to our Treasury, Home Office, Foreign and Commonwealth Office and the Ministry of Defence, just so that his rabble can take charge. The only people in the UK that would welcome that are the likes of Ken Clarke, Lord Adonis, Tony Blair, Vince Cable and his Lib Dems, Change UK and the Scots, Welsh and Irish nationalists. The rest of us sensible folk do not want anything to do with the power-hungry EU anymore. Anyway, what do you think? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.